That here in the Wolf Among Us episode 5, we're going to jump into a quick recap of last episode and then be right into this one right here. Previously.
Your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No! What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you? Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff?
The Crooked Man.
To discuss.
A lot happened last episode. A lot happened over the course of the series. We've been kind of all around meeting all the major players, and definitely some things that have stood out to me in The Wolf Among Us is the wave Faith gave us as she walked away. No one else has waved at us quite like that. It felt very distinctive, and I'm hoping that we know that there's this glamour going on, right? We know there's people who are hiding, wearing the faces of other people. I'm hoping that there's going to be some big reveal about who's actually been getting murdered this whole time and what they're about. Is there's a good chance that some of the characters who we think are dead are not dead.
You must be tired.
Crooked Man's lair that night. Hmm.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a cappuccino.
You know, the lady from the club standing behind him instead of behind Georgie, the club owner, is really telling.
Gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least. No? What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down,
Silver bullets,
Jersey.
they did their research.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you...
Was he smoking Huff and Puffs? Did I see that
It
right?
would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You tried to kill me.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder. What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you.
I'm sure he does.
Murders that have gotten such attention as of late. I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
No, not good enough.
It's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Liar.
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Nope.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Come on,
Tweedledee,
relax.
please. I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
Or what? You're gonna kill me too, after what you did?
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
For the record, Georgie is not someone who makes decisions. They don't act on their own agency. If he says Georgie did it, it's because Georgie was ordered to do it.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down.
Which means the lady from the
Now.
club knows too. She knew the whole time why we were there, who did it, what we were after.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Yep.
the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right.
That's what I'm talking about. He misinterpreted my instruction, right? I gave him something to do, but he didn't quite do it the way I told him to do it. It's really his fault, but I did kind of lead him there. Wink. Talk about plausible deniability.
So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You've been asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just going to let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift.
Are you seriously throwing me under the carriage after everything I've done for you?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me. You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like that?
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake. He's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let...
What are you saying?
Yeah, well, you're going to make sure we all go down with you?
I told you.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Guess who? Interesting.
Did I miss anything good?
Has Mary been there the whole time, you think?
Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Oh my goodness. Now it's a big fight. Why?
Over here!
Not again.
You're done, Wolf.
I was kind of wondering where that portal went
Down
to.
here.
I'd like to
Yikes.
say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Gotcha. Stupid. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I remember how impossible these people are to kill. Don't do that. I think that
This way.
the lady from the club here definitely is somehow in on things. You know, like the Crooked Man clearly is the kingpin, but she just said you people, like she's not a part of them, and she helped Georgie escape.
I know.
And we're gonna catch him. We are the big bad wolf. I don't know what they were trying to think, trying to get away like this. What's going on here? Oh boy. Okay, this is a little tricky. Jump, jump. You know, a little of that action. Some of this. Where are they? Oh man. Guess we're trying to get to the roof. Get a better view of things. Yikes. We can do it. We can do it. Now here's the thing. Let's say we do catch Georgie. We've got him for the murders. Assuming we can connect him. Right? We still have to go find the Crooked Man. Open his little portal doors. Now you might say, well, we still have the mirror, so we could still just... Oh, that's not the...
What was that?
Yeah, we still have to catch that Crooked Man.
No!
Oh, I thought that would be more effective.
I can't.
What do you think they're running to? Get run over again. What do you think, Holly's place? It's always Holly's place.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Why would this work on us? We jumped buses.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Oh, they went back to their club. They went back to their club.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses.
Just tried to kill us.
Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff.
What?
Haven't you done enough? Look at him.
Why are you protecting him?
He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those...
I did what I had to! You can't blame me for that.
Look.
You didn't have to do anything.
Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to
You're
kill
so
them.
responsible for your
and then he
actions.
sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you.
Dude, you're killing people.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those ribbons instead of murdering them.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith.
We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
Wait.
Are you saying that the way the murders were handled was by removing the ribbon, it just decapitates whoever is wearing it? And the whole axeman, the woodsman with the axe, was a huge, like, rabbit trail to just a dead end of nothing. Like, it was completely smoke.
You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point.
Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the day.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Don't I get a say?
What is going on?
It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my
I thought
life.
we were here to arrest George.
I thought it would be different here.
I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
You look at Nerissa?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no!
Well, that was bad.
No, why'd you have to do that, Vivian? I was just...
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Wimpy.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him. Just make it quick.
I'll send someone for your body.
I'm confused why he's so fragile. We've absolutely seen Fables take an axe to the brain, fall 30 feet, 10, 15, 20 meters, hit the ground, splat, get back up. Like, he took a small little knife in comparison to the gut, and he went down hard. Like, all the other Fables, like, we've been eating bullets for lunch. I don't know why he's so wimpy. Still need to find the crooked man. A full confession is good, but I guess a written confession would have been better. I don't know. It doesn't seem like the legal system here is much more than village rule. Shepherd Metalworks. What do you think? We fight Bloody Mary, bust our way into the crooked man's last little hidey hole. He jumps in a portal, we snag him, throw him down the witching well. I don't know. Looks like nobody's in the limo.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Well, but since his location portal's around, he might not be. Here we go.
Of course.
Guess we'll break in. Sure, why not? Shepherd Metalwork. Best safety is a careful worker. Oh, look at these boxes. Little crooked man logos.
This is where they've been sending these.
Well, this door is going to creak. They're going to know we're coming now. There goes the whole stealth.
Bigby Wolf.
Bloody Mary.
The big bad wolf.
Of course she's here. It'd probably be good to take her out of the equation.
You used to be something.
Oh no, look at this. I have us investigating here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Faith and Nerissa talking. Holly and Snow. Us and Snow on the case. Can't remember who this third one is here, but there's Faith, there's Nerissa. Interesting how many of these photos have Nerissa in it and what this is. We don't know what this encounter is here. Huh.
They used to fear you.
Really?
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Sure we should be in here, but okay. Go way around the corner. Where'd you go? Oh, workbench. What do you think they're making? Silver bullets?
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Oh, my face.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Man. I wonder if we didn't do any of the prompts, if we could actually die. Get a game over? I don't think so, but... Oh, again? Great. Okay. Where are you? We have the high ground. Definitely kind of a spooky place. Wasn't ready. Mulligan. Ah! My goodness.
Come out and face me!
She's right behind us. Oh man, she's very scary. That was unexpected. How are we supposed to beat this thing? We haven't landed a single hit. This could be our chance. Uh-oh. I don't think they should have gotten grapple range with us. That probably hurt. Great. Now we've gone full big bad wolf on them here. Oh, no. You think they're actual copies or just like, you know, just smoke and mirrors here? Oh, boy. I mean, they seem pretty solid, all things considered. I wonder how she makes all these copies. We need a sidekick for moments like this. Just a second, something or someone. Something or somebody. Oh no. We've gone full big bad wolf in a major way. I don't think she should have let us unleash this. Put some perspective on why this Fables was so hard to kill. We never even like fight their true form, right? Our little humanoid body in no way contains all of this. I don't think you should have done that. You gotta admit, we are the big bad wolf. It's official. If there's any doubt before this moment. Wait, are there more of them? Oh my goodness. You have to give him a big bad wolf roar. We huffed and puffed and blew that house down. Here we go. No wonder the Crooked Man was so confident in her ability. Yikes. Delicious. All right. Let's go check in on the Crooked Man, huh? Oh, man. Did he really get away? He's got a gun.
Hello, Bigby.
What do you think, silver bullets?
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
I feel like you've had a chance.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question.
Yikes.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
We say nothing.
Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Yep.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Sure.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
We mind.
What do you say?
Hey!
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Off we go.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's
The
coming?
Witching Well
Yes,
Chamber.
you'll have an opportunity to...
You're
He's
welcome.
back.
Let's put it out front right now before everyone takes off and goes on some train. The entire time we've been trying to solve this case, the only thing that we've gotten is hassle. We've been absolutely just mistreated the whole way through, I feel like. And that insult to injury, you just wait. We're somehow going to get painted as a bad guy in all this. I don't know how yet, but somehow, some way, they're going to decide that we're some kind of a villain and that they're somehow misunderstood. And you know what? They're not wrong. You know, we might be set in 1980s New York, but we still run ourselves like a village full of idiots. You know, there's no procedure, there's no oversight, there's no accountability. It's literally just someone got killed, send in the big bad wolf. And we do our best to hunt him down. Everyone's upset at us the whole way, and it got messy, real messy.
Crooked man.
Thank God. Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just
You're kidding
glad
me, right?
You made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up.
What are you
What do
waiting
you have
for?
to say for
murderer!
This, everyone, can I have your attention?
I don't know, can
Thank
you?
you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgie who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change...
this.
Let's remember, Georgie, the injury that Georgie suffered was him not only resisting the arrest when we said, hey, you committed the crime, you confessed, we're arresting you. He's like, no, you're not. And he took a knife and tried to stab us. Just because he got stabbed with his knife and died doesn't mean that, and we actually still don't know he's dead. We walked away. But doesn't mean that him dying was our being reckless. It was a 3-on, 4-on, 5-on-1, depending on how you want to count that. It was a rough fight. And I would challenge any of them to have done better in that situation.
Anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
We know you're
Come
involved.
on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching.
So let's get on with it
But we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
you going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you going to
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it. He's been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Maybe I should have kept an eye on him. But can you really blame me for what happened?
Of course we can. Any of you actually believe?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me.
Really?
As I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I
Yup.
appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls...
Fun fact, I don't know if I mentioned it before or it made the final cut. If you choose to go to Toad's before you go to see the prince, the guy who's talking right now, the prince will be dead. The implication there, of course, being that Tweedledee or Tweedledum finished him off, but the prince will be dead, and he won't be here to give this speech.
Girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
Snow? She was helping people glamour themselves as other fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and it had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
That's not true.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
The crooked man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Like how as the tides are turning, Bluebeard stands with us all of a sudden, huh?
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
A barrister is an old way to say a judge.
Snow?
So,
I think they
we
say
done?
it that way still in
No,
parts of
we
Europe.
are not done.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, we're not playing his
Bigby
game.
and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
That's
Under
not
my
true.
watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Here we
Why
go.
don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course.
She's a part of the community.
Go right
She can talk.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Here we go.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
The Little Mermaid.
Okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead, and Lily...
That's a lie!
I was in the room when he did it! Faith and Lily are dead because of you! And now I can finally say, I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Nerissa, you heard him. You witnessed this?
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
I feel like she's bending the truth. He seems like the kind of guy that would like lead you right off a cliff and step back and be like, oh, I never said jump by just showing you the way. I totally believe that he would have phrased it like Georgie, you need to make sure those girls know what's best for them. Like something like that. And Georgie's like, all right, I'll kill him. Like it might be true that he didn't say to kill them, but I think she's running with it a little bit here. We don't know because we weren't there. But we're a little bit of speculation here. He doesn't seem like the type that wants to strong arm someone personally or verbally. Like he sends someone else to do it. You know, if he really made Georgie do something, it feels out of character for this crooked man.
Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
True.
So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
I wonder what they'll say about you when the tide turns. What
There
lies
is no
they'll...
appeals process.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill him.
Wait, you worked for him.
We can imprison him.
Thought you were on
Lock
his
him
side.
up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Man, she's going to make us make the
What
decision
about
somehow.
Bigby?
Yep, there we
What
go.
about him?
He was appointed.
Throw us under the
He's
bus.
the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Interesting how she knew that little clause.
Okay.
Fine.
Awfully
Are you sure?
politically savvy
This isn't
for...
how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Dude,
No.
Just do what you think is right.
what we think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Enjoy
He
the
has to die.
witching
Lock
well.
him
Just get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way!
Why would you do this? Why do you think you have any chance with like this play, dude?
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
Have fun down the well.
You're going to miss me.
I don't think so.
No, I won't.
Wonder where it goes. How it got here, what it does.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Maybe, I don't know. But I wish they had made us make the choice. The Woodland Apartments, one day later. I feel like things could get better, right? Could happen. We'll be a little optimistic, you know?
Hey, Sheriff.
Flycatcher.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Best as I can tell, these are all fables here who are just begging for handouts from their local government.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Classic. In reality...
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Does she now?
Later, okay?
But in reality, I feel like these people need to start taking care of themselves in the new world, right? They've been here a long time.
You're late.
What do you think? Make our way down. Get in the truck, go see the farm. The Yellow Brick Roadhouse, Web and Muffin Market. Toad didn't buy the glamour. What did he spend the money on? We gave him money.
We only have like 5 minutes.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Right, because it wasn't about having the money, it was about having the glamour.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White,
of course,
please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches.
She's gonna love it.
Squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Man, they're really trying to break our heart here.
Before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
Don't say.
You wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Are you still mad at me?
Would it change your mind?
Nope.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road?
Sure.
One last time?
Have the pack. A smoking pig.
Thanks, Bigby.
Riding shotgun, why not?
Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Not really, but we try and follow the
I
rules.
guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
I'll try.
Yeah, me too.
Saying goodbye?
A Little Mermaid.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
We're gonna help.
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help.
I keep waiting
This is just something I need to do on my own.
to find out who she really is, right?
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Right.
But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Oh.
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet.
You
in that
had
place.
no
Can you
choice?
imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
What did you do?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone.
Ugh.
We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything.
No.
And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You sold out your
You
friends?
sold them out.
No.
What?
Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man.
Are those tears even real?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Lied.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after...
You don't know anything.
That night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You moved the body?
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
Oh my goodness.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time.
Uh-huh.
The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
That's not true.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before.
Oh my goodness.
Now you have.
Poor
You'll make
me.
things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team.
She lied.
The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse.
I hope so.
Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Goodbye, Nerissa. For better or for worse, wouldn't be the same without you.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Last time we heard those words, Faith was walking away. She gave that little wave, remember?
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Let her go. As just another mystery we don't need to be chasing down. If you like this video, click like. YouTube channel members and the Patreon to support what I do. I'm Vadd, and I will see you in the next one.